It's time for another installment of WKRP Weirdness. This one involves the foreshadowing of a certain president. The WKRP episode is called Carlson for President. In the show, however, he is running for city council. So why not call the episode Carlson for City Council? He wasn't running for president. Well, this episode is about something else then, isn't it? So I will start with the first clip.
Support at the polls
thank you.
Next Tuesday. Actually, I'm not a conservative, and I'm definitely not a liberal.
Excuse me.
Mr. Carlson starts off by saying he's not a conservative or a liberal. Right now, many conservatives believe Trump is more conservative than Ronald Reagan. Trump is neither conservative nor liberal. He serves a higher master, and it's not Jesus. This also feeds into the two Trumps theory, the Gemini. Which one do you get? On to the next clip.
Listen up, guys. New campaign commercial. Whoa.
A long time ago, in a city far, far away, Arthur Carlson was born. Arthur Carlson, man of destiny. In the decade ahead, America will be in space. Arthur Carlson is already there. Astronaut Neil Armstrong had this to say about Arthur Carlson's bid for city council.
It's one small step for man.
It was the candidate himself who summed it up best when he said,
Hi, I'm Arthur Carlson.
Funny political ad. Johnny Fever says Carlson comes from a faraway city. However, in this episode, Carlson represents Trump. So what faraway place is Trump from? Then there's the mention of Neil Armstrong for a moon landing reference. Trump, of course, started the Artemis program. You're probably thinking that relating Carlson to Trump is nonsense. Stick around and you'll understand why I'm doing this video. Next clip.
What about hair?
What about it, Herb?
Okay, all right. Big guy, just think two words. Toupee.
One thing we all know is that Trump is known for his hair. I'm not saying he wears a toupee like the show suggests. However, the show does suggest that a candidate must have good hair. Now, many believe that at some point Trump will shave his head and become bald. After all, he's not just the archetype of Batman, Superman, and the Joker, but also Lex Luthor. Luthor was big on real estate just like Trump. The next clip will start steering things towards presidency.
Isn't it ironic? We're handling an explosive issue like drinking, and we can't use it. Of course, we could use it. But that would be wrong.
Is that presidential timber or what?
Presidential timber or what, Herb says. The timber part almost sounds like a portal or time reference. Trees, libraries, and books can represent a form of travel. Are they foreshadowing a future president? But right now, you might be asking yourself, why is Six Gun Cross making me watch this? This is lame. Comparing Trump to Carlson is dumb. Well, keep watching and you'll understand why I decided to make this video. The next clip should make it obvious for those with eyes to see.
Welcome back to the second half of Corner the Candidates. I'm your host, Barry Schifrin. Let's once again meet the four candidates for City Council. Incumbent, Mr. Charles Tillman. Mr. Wendell Brooks. Ms. Mitzi Monahan.
Oh, that's Mrs.
Sorry. And Arthur Carlson.
That whole scene says a lot, but the obvious is that Carlson looks like the Orange Man. He put on makeup for the debate. Think this is far-fetched nonsense? If you are familiar with the South Park cartoon, you know that Mr. Garrison took on the role of Trump. He colored his face orange to reflect that of Trump, showing a white outline around his colored face, just like Carlson. South Park made it known they turned Garrison into Trump during his first term. However, the WKRP episode is from 1979. Is it sinking in now that Carlson represents Trump in this episode? Also notice that among all of the candidates for city council, Carlson is the only one with a cup of pencils in front of him. That's graphite, an obvious reference to graphene. Trump is the graphene president. Graphene is being put into everything right now. I even made a video some months ago about a car wash that just opened up in a small town nearby where I live. It advertises a graphene clean car wash. It also is now being detected in the sky trails, we'll call them. Good job, Dane Wigington. This next clip foreshadows something else. In recent years, my state of Texas has been shipping illegal immigrants to New York and other areas of the country. Florida has done the same thing. Now, the alternative conservative media is starting to say that the cell phones they were given when they crossed the border can be used to track them and be deported. The alternative conservative media could be like Alex Jones and his circle of buddies, the fake truthers. Anyway, here's the clip.
I'm for busing. I'm for busing every single communist and communist sympathizer in this country back to Russia. Or to New York City. Or wherever they come from.
What did you think of that? Amazing, huh? That they can plan this stuff out like that. These elections are scripted. This busing of illegal immigrants everywhere is scripted. This whole situation has already been scripted and planned out by the true rulers of this world, just like when Albert Pike wrote about the 3 world wars. Now, the next clip relates to something else I am working on, but still kind of fits in with this video. Here it is.
Mr. Tillman.
You can just call me Chuck, Barry.
All right. Chuck?
Barry?
So, there is a reference to Chuck Berry, who is also mentioned in Back to the Future. Who is the Back to the Future president? Trump.
Chuck, it's Marvin. Your cousin, Marvin Berry. You know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this.
My, Chuck Berry is famous, isn't he? I'm mentioning him in another video I will work on, so don't think I'm just doing videos about Trump, but I figure I'll do some of those before he takes office. Lots of predictive programming on him. So back to the busing issue they are discussing. It's Carlson Trump's turn.
Well, this busing thing, I think it shows that the country's heart's in the right place. But at the same time, it's sort of, you know, splitting us, when really the whole thing was meant to bring us closer together. You see, the people of this country, oh, for the love of Pete.
The issue of busing illegals around is splitting the country, and he wants to bring everyone together. Is some version of this already being planned, as Trump is claiming to be tough on the border? This clip also makes me think of the splitting of the mind, or the twin spirits, making the 2 spirits become one in the host body, like a possession reference maybe. In the next clip, we will hear a reference to Trump's true inner nature.
I, for one, would like to spend this valuable airtime discussing the issues instead of clowning around.
Are you talking about me?
Well, you're certainly wearing enough makeup to qualify as a clown.
That's right, the clown, the Joker, the Trump card. He is Batman, he is Superman, he is Lex Luthor, and he is the Joker. He is Legion. How many demons are inside of Trump? We're still counting. Well, there's still more to show. After all I've just shown you, are you convinced that this episode is about Trump? If not, here's the next clip.
Here's a new poster, Mr. Carlson.
Well, let's see it.
Now, what does that picture remind you of? Well, they even foreshadowed his mugshot, didn't they? It's all scripted. Here's Trump's mugshot image but altered. I gave him Carlson's bald head. You can laugh at it, it's okay. I think you get the idea though. My computer graphic skills are horrible, but I did make an attempt. And guess what? We're not done yet. There is one more clip from this episode.
Hello? This is Deep Throat again. Did you know that every night when he goes home, Arthur Carlson likes to lounge around his house in a dress?
So does Trump wear dresses? I don't know. But we do know that J.D. Vance has done so. The story came out some months ago. But he's not the only one. Rudy Giuliani hangs out with Trump also. And people think Trump is going to stop the woke agenda and the rainbow flag. Don't hold your breath. Now, if you're still not convinced this has anything to do with Trump or an election, I will show you this. Here's the kicker. You see, this episode aired on November 5th.
Yes, of course, November 5th, 1955.
That's right, November 5th. Now, what event just happened on that same date? What could it be? What could it be? Well, I guess it will come to me later. And since there's a connection between Abraham Lincoln and the T-Man, I thought I should point out that Abraham Lincoln's election day was on November 6th, 1860. One day away from November 5th. November 6th is also 911 backwards, same as the number on the Twin Pines Mall clock in Back to the Future. I am almost done with this video, but I will finish with another WKRP episode that involves Carlson and Trump. Here's the first clip.
Here we go, 1 hour service in 55 minutes.
Well, there's a 55 reference, a Gemini twin number. Jennifer got Carlson's fraternity shirt cleaned. What fraternity is it? The Omegas.
Arthur, it wasn't you. All the Omegas were on the dip list.
Who is the Omega Man? Trump. If you want to go see a decode on the Omega Man, go to the Enter the Stars channel. Now for the final clip.
And I didn't join that sorority because
you felt sorry.
No! Because to get in, I had to show up with a loser, a dip, a clown.
Thanks, Carmen.
Once again, the Carlson Trump character is referred to as a clown. His wife doesn't think he's a clown, but the sorority she was a part of did. The clown, the Joker, who apparently has a thing for McDonald's. Well, that's it for this video. I hope it helps. My next video will be on more Trump predictive programming. I was stunned when I saw this. I wasn't looking for it, it found me. So thanks for watching, and as always, stay blessed with Jesus.